So this time next week will be my first day of recovery, and I have just a range of emotions. 1 minute I am super excited and I'm like, I've got this. And ultimately I do know that I have this, but I'm nervous too. I don't like pain medicine. I don't like pain. Who likes pain? Nobody likes pain. But I'm nervous about the pain. So if you've had this procedure and you want to give me some tips, that would be amazing. I would appreciate that. I've got a good support system. I've got a lot. My husband's going to be with me for the first 5 days. Thank God. And then my girlfriends are all jumping on board. So I am super appreciative of that because it's not easy for me to humble myself, but I'm going to need help, and I'm going to just thank my people that are stepping up for me because this is a big deal. But I'm excited. I'm excited for when he takes off the faja and I see my stomach and I see my curves. I'm excited to say, there she is. That's her. I remember her. Okay,
I'm going to let the video. You know what? Let me let the video play out first.
here it is. It's my turn. I feel a big range of emotions, but mostly it is absolutely excitement and gratitude. My husband's here. I've got a great support team, and I'm really looking forward to this next chapter.
Imagine her sitting on this table, right? And thinking to herself that she's going to go ahead and do this procedure. And then at the end of it, she's going to come out, alive, and she's going to have the body that she wants because that's what she's trying to get, right? So instead of people around her telling her, listen, it's best for you to just go in the gym, take a couple years. And looking at what she looked like before, she could easily like size down in like a year with like some serious training, right? But instead of people telling her that, they're gonna encourage her to go through with the surgery. And this is the problem that we have today in society with people wanting a quick fix with whatever issue they have, whether it is that they want to get rich fast, right? And in a case like this, she wants to lose all her body fat quickly without going through the necessary procedures the correct way, right? By going to the gym, right? She doesn't want to do that. She wants to lay on the operation table, right? And now just imagine like putting yourself in this scenario where you're sitting on this hospital bed and you're thinking that, yo, I'm going to come out of this with my new body and I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be joyful. I'm going to, show off for the gram because that's what, more than likely she wants to do, right? When she gets this new look. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Right. But just put yourself in her shoes and imagine just sitting there on this operation table with that in your mind, not knowing that you're going to wake up, right? And it's just sad, man. Like the people that she has around her, she mentioned that her friends are on board, her hubby is on board, her family is on board. That is not a man that loves you. Like if that man genuinely loved this woman, he would have said, baby, listen, let's go to the gym, right? Let's both me and you, right? I'm assuming that he's not in the gym already because if he was, he would have never let his woman go down this path, right? So if her husband was a good husband, he would have turned to her and said, baby girl, listen, let's go to the gym together. We will take a couple years out of our lives to get this right. But one thing that we're not going to do is sit on a damn emergency table, right? On a surgery table trying to fix and like try to take away your body fat, right? That's not how God made us to be. You know what I mean? And anything that you take to the extreme that's not natural, it is going to result in some type of either death or some disformation of some kind, bro. Like it's sad. It's sad.
If you're a praying person, I will absolutely take your prayers. I'm getting closer. They're getting ready to do my IVs and they're asking all the questions. And I'm starting to get so many incredible messages from you guys. Please pray. I know it's going to be great. And I've waited a really long time for this. I'm in good hands. I know God's got my back. And let's do this.
Brought us to Bethesda North and brought us to Bethesda North.
I knew he wasn't in the gym. I could, bro. Any good husband would have told his wife that, baby girl, listen, you're not sitting on that way, bro. They have children. She didn't. I'm just realizing, bro. They have a full fucking family, right? They got 3 kids, bro. Like, bro. Oh my god.
North, and this is what we're looking at.
This is sad.
She was without oxygen for over 6 minutes, supposedly. I don't know how that happens when you've got a crew that was supposed to be taking care of her. Was told last night that she's brain dead. I've got a couple days to make a decision. To me, it looks like incompetence. If the doctor would have been there, this wouldn't have happened, or if we'd have been at the hospital, it wouldn't have happened.
Brother, this wouldn't have happened if you told your wife, no, you're not going on an emergency table to fix your body. We're going to go to the gym. Let's go to the gym together. This would have never happened, bro. Come on.
She was administered too much medicine, point 0.5, 0.5 Dilaudid on top of 150 fentanyl is way too much for somebody that is so minute amount, that is so sensitive to drugs. Somebody dropped the ball here.
First of all, I just want to give my condolences to the family because they have 3 children, right? I know all of those 3 children are without a mom today, which is I just I can't even fathom myself losing my own mother, right? And this situation is just it's just not good, man, right? And this just goes to show with the modern day beauty standards that women have and people believing that they can just cut corners easily. Listen, the majority of people need to understand something, bro. Regardless of what avenue it is that you're pursuing in life, if you try to cut corners, it will never end the way that you want it to end, right? And because of the beauty standards that women have set for themselves today, it allowed this woman to believe that, okay, cool, she can go sit on an operation table, get the fat sucked out of her, and then have the curves that she wanted. She could have had those same curves if she had went to the gym and followed the due process in the gym to change her body, right? But she wanted something that was quick, and that is the problem that we have today in society. People want a quick fix. They want to get rich quick, right? They want to have the physique that they have quick, like even the college students that go through, their programs, and I'm guilty of this too as well, right? But they don't even take the time to learn their course material. They use Chat GPT to get through it quickly. So it's like, bro, this woman could have been here today if the people around her genuinely loved her, right? And perhaps, okay, let me not say that they didn't love her. Let me not assume that, right? They were probably afraid to tell her the truth, right? And if the people around her were more genuine, right, by saying that, hey, listen, maybe you shouldn't go sit on this operation table because you can lose your life and you have 3 children, right? And her little girl right here looks like she's probably like 9, 10 years old, right? So to leave a family behind to get the body that you want when you can get the same body in the gym to go sit on that table and risk your life for it, it's just completely ridiculous in my point of view. However, my condolences goes out to the family because this is I just couldn't imagine losing my partner, right? Because I have a girlfriend as well. I couldn't imagine losing my girlfriend like this, right? And worse, she has children. I can't imagine losing my mother. Especially to something that I know that the death could have been prevented if the people around her were better, not say supportive, but if they were more truthful in giving her the advice that she wanted.